The classic Thursday morning review.
Welcome back to the Thursday morning review. I'm your host, Student. Let's get into it. I wanna get into it. That was weird. Yesterday marked the last day of classes for spring semester 2022. Welcome, one and all, to finals weekend. May the odds be ever in your favor. If you completed a Chestertonson class or seminar, don't forget to cash in your coupon for one free green slushie. Following last week's episode with our guest hosts, tens of our fans were left wondering what was going on.
Oh, there's free nations. Did you have a mask on?
Our distinguished, handsome, and unique host has been accused of playing the role of all of those on the show last week. That's ridiculous. How could we even do that? Last week, an aggregation of students ambled across the road to forage for morels, not to be confused with those who have been foraging for morals the past year. The morel foragers were at least as successful as the moral foragers have been. I am saddened to report a sobering loss on campus. The screaming goat button has deceased. Although the cause of death is unknown, Blade has become the prime suspect, mostly because he has been overheard crying at his desk, repeating, my button, my dear, sweet, screaming goat button. If I could snap my own motherboard in half to bring you back, I'd do it." Hang in there, Blade. On Friday night, two wandering souls, troubled author and big guy, wound up at a rally of former president, Stable Genius. When they rejoined the group, Troubled and Big were covered in mud from crown to sole. They declined to comment about what exactly went down at the rally, but we can only assume that they charged the stage to attempt to befriend Stable Genius, whereupon they were trampled into the mud by Stable's loyal supporters. Cabin retreat? More like, cabin, what a treat! Students and deans took refuge from their exhausting study schedules for a weekend of refreshing physical anguish. Sloppy spikeball, never-ending knockout, and troublesome, tiring, tough-on-teacher hands tug-of-war were just a few of the methods of relieving anguish employed. Some students played basketball, which quickly devolved into a much less skilled version of streetball. Professor Compassion came walking in out of nowhere and stepped in as peacemaker, after which he grabbed the ball and schooled everyone there. His work being done, Compassion went home. Other students created a strange new game in which participants hurl plastic circles at targets made of old barrels and chains. What to call it is still up for discussion, but the current frontrunner is Chain Barrel Hurley Sport. Another highlight of Cabin Retreat was the soda/pop/coke/soda pop/carbonated beverage/fountain drink/tonic/soft drink/whatever machine. Carbonation ran out halfway through the weekend, but that didn't stop students from guzzling the sugar water in hummingbird fashion. On the final day of Cabin Retreat, some students showed what good livers they have become by sharing their tomatoes, ketchup, and other burdens with each other. What a beautiful picture of community. This week, HHACS has been competing in their annual track and field events. With today being the last day of field events, HHATI students, desperate to avoid their crushing mountain of homework, are expected to turn out in droves. On the last Monday evening of the semester, there was no study night. In lieu of this tradition, mojitos were served in the East Wing. Following their consumption of their adolescent beverages, producer and Gorbachev were tipsy, barely able to walk in a straight line. The review is uncertain if they ever found out that the drinks were non-alcoholic. The TMR production team has asked me to make this announcement. Hello, Houston! Whoa, that was weird. I don't know how they wrote that, but that reminds me of another announcement. Tune in next week for an exciting announcement. Big thing is in the works. Yes, that was an announcement about an announcement. This is TMR. We announce announcements. Speaking of which, another announcement. HHA was woefully underrepresented at the local blood drive. Next time you get the chance, gird up your loins, fresh courage take, and overcome your fear of large needles and strangers. Get out there and get rid of some of your blood. And now, our weekly blessing upon the sides of your neck, larynx, chin, chewing muscles. Thank you for tuning in to the Thursday Morning Review. This is Student signing off. Happy finals, everyone. Mm-hmm. Ah. Hmm.